I'm Chris Bradshaw, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer and Senior Vice President for Reputation, Consumer, and Education at Autodesk. I think the most exciting trend in the design industry is the move to the cloud and the proliferation of mobile devices that allow our customers to do things that they've always wanted to do, which is to be able to design and do their innovative work and their thinking where and when mood strikes. Historically, many of our customers have been sort of chained to the desk by the desktop computer or by the workstation. And I think what's exciting now is that people can take their work with them. And that means that they can get inspiration on the bus, on the train, at home, out in the field when they're looking at a project, because they've got access to their data and they have access to applications that can allow them to create and annotate and so on mobile devices like iPhones and Androids and tablets. So I think we're finally getting to a place where we can really give people what they want when they need it, and in a form that's more appealing than a mouse and a keyboard, right? We can use our finger now. What a concept. You know, it's not like we don't all know how to finger paint, right? Every single person on the planet can finger paint. And so everyone can use a device with a touch screen. I think the biggest challenge facing Autodesk customers today, existing customers, is transitioning from a desktop environment with all of the workflow, especially for our larger customers. They have processes, they have workflow, they have, in some cases, have enterprise systems that are connected up to their design systems and their design processes. And moving into an environment where you're embracing the cloud and you're embracing mobile requires change. The big challenge for change is the expense of it, in some cases from an infrastructure standpoint. I think probably the bigger challenge in many ways is the people and getting new processes laid in. So, you know, I think it's a bigger challenge for bigger organizations. Certainly one of the things that, you know, we see with smaller organizations, they can be a little more nimble. They have less investment in some cases in large processes, and that's going to put pressure on the big guys, because these little guys are going to be able to take advantage, and they're going to get a cost advantage in some cases from being able to adopt these new technologies, but they're also going to get a capability advantage because they're going to be able to take advantage of computing power in the cloud that will give them greater capability than even their largest competitors might have in an enterprise environment. They're going to have more compute power. That's kind of astounding when you think about it, right? Because a lot of these little guys, well, I'm not an aerospace company, I'm not a big automotive, right? I'm a small company, I can't do the same kind of analysis and simulation. Sure you can. Cloud's a great equalizer for that, right? It's not going to matter how big you are or how small you are. You're going to be able to take advantage of the exact same capability now. So that's sort of the challenge and the benefit in one. Autodesk has a number of challenges in this transition. One is certainly working with our customers to transition. But I think, you know, more fundamentally, if you go inside the company, we're moving from being a 30-year-old company that's produced desktop engineering software once a year to having to create a more continuous type of offering through cloud and through mobile. So expertise in running data centers and having software that doesn't come out annually. But one of the big implications, and I don't know that a lot of our customers think about this, but when we bring out a new release of AutoCAD or Inventor or Revit or Max, what have you, there's an expectation on the customer side that they get to take that upgrade when they want to. When you move to a cloud-based world, the vendor decides when they're going to change the software. And that has huge implications because we as Autodesk have to be managing that extremely carefully. Because if you are working on a project on Friday, we change the software on Saturday, and you come in on Monday and it doesn't work, there is going to be hell to pay for us. So, I think there are implications there for us. Now, I think what's interesting is most people are experiencing this every day already, and they don't know it. So, Google changes their software probably weekly, but no one knows, right? And that's the same for a lot of services people are already using and consuming on their mobile device. Again, unbeknownst to them, their software is being updated and maintained. And so that's the mode that we have to get into, right? We can't bring file format changes in the middle, giant UI changes in the middle of a release schedule, or with a new release. And so for us, there's a little rethinking about how we develop and deliver software. And then I think the other piece for us is the operational element to running services that are 724, 365. We've been doing that for about 10 years with Buzzsaw, but it's one thing to do it with one application, and it's entirely another to do it with everything that we have. So those are some of our biggest challenges.